Hey everyone, today for cooking class we're going to be making oatmeal bars, a delicious treat for breakfast or a snack. Into my large bowl, I'm going to put in 2 cups of oats, a half a cup of peanut butter. If you're allergic to peanuts or peanut butter, you could also use different kinds of butter. You could use almond butter, cashew butter, or even sunflower seed butter. As you can see, the peanut butter is pretty sticky and will stick to the measuring cup. So I'm going to get a spatula to scrape out all of it so I can get all that peanut butter goodness into my bars. Next, I'm going to add a quarter cup of honey. And again, I'm going to use that spatula to get out all the honey to make sure my bars are nice and sweet. I'm going to use my spoon to scrape off the spatula to make sure none of the goodness is left behind. Next, I'm going to add a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. It's going to give another dimension of flavor to the bars and kick up the flavor a notch. And lastly, I'm going to add a quarter teaspoon of salt to help mellow out the sweetness just a little. Now with my spoon, I'm going to mix it until it's all combined. This will take a couple minutes because the honey and peanut butter are so thick and dense, but it will combine, so keep stirring. Now that it's mixed, we can go ahead and get ready to put it on the tray. I'm going to be using a small metal tray today, and I've got a piece of parchment paper that I folded to fit inside the tray. When I've got the parchment paper in a good position, I'm going to go ahead and dump the oatmeal mixture into the tray. If you don't have a tray, that's okay. You can always use a plate. And if you don't have parchment paper, you could always use wax paper. Regardless if you use a tray or a plate, I recommend using parchment paper or wax paper because the stuff is sticky and it will stick to the tray or plate. Now that all the mixture's on the tray, I'm going to use the back of my spoon to press it out into an even layer. As you're pressing it down, try to make the mixture as closely packed together as possible. This means try not to have any holes or gaps in the mixture. By packing the mixture tightly together, it'll give you strong, uniform bars once you cut them. If there's gaps, it's just going to crumble. As you'll see a little later, the edges of my bars are going to crumble a little because I can't tightly compact the edges as much as I can the middle. But you want to tightly compact the middle because it's going to give you some great bars. And as it's likely that the edges will at least be a little crumbly, that's okay. You can save those bits. It's great in yogurt or even on top of ice cream. Once the oatmeal mixture is pressed into an even layer, I'm going to go ahead and put the tray in the freezer for 15 minutes. This will allow the peanut butter and honey to firm up so it'll be easier to cut the bars. After 15 minutes, I'm going to take the tray out and grab a knife and go ahead and cut the bars. Here it's up to you how you want to cut your bars. You could cut rectangles, squares, they could be big or small, or you could even cut shapes using cookie cutters. I decided to cut my bars into squares today. For this, you don't need a very sharp knife because the oatmeal mixture is still pretty soft. But if you need help cutting, please ask a parent, guardian, or staff for help. Once my bars are cut, I'm going to go ahead and start transferring them onto a plate. As you can see, this outside piece is a little bit crumbly as I predicted earlier, but that's okay, it'll still taste delicious. But as we get to the middle, we pull out whole solid bars. After all the bars are on the plate, you want to put the plate in the refrigerator for at least another hour. This will help continue to firm up the peanut butter and honey so the bars are solid. To store the oatmeal bars, wrap the plate in saran wrap and stick it in the refrigerator. They'll be good in there for up to 2 weeks. And here we have the finished delicious bars, perfect for breakfast or a snack. I've left the ingredients as well as the supplies you'll need in the next couple of slides. Please feel free to pause so you can write them all down. I hope you enjoy making and eating these amazing oatmeal bars, and thanks for watching.